Welcome to the Balls Not Court podcast. Cortez Paulus here. Got Kevin Carter here as usual. As he's playing with some kind of toy.
It's a worm.
It is a Wednesday evening, and we're glad to be broadcasting our 47 episode with you folks.
47.
Number 47, right? It only seems like yesterday, right?
47.
47.
And you told somebody we only did 50 a year.
I know, and it's already...
We've done 50 in...
Since February to now, which is now October.
Well, April.
April? No,
no,
we did it in February. We did the All-Star game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we talked about the All-Star game. That was our first episode, and you went on about Kevin Durant, everything like that. So yeah,
since then we've done 50.
Yeah, this is near 50.
Damn.
Impressive. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. We're going to start discussing some football here, recapping week 4.
We'll do 3 more in the next 3 days to make it 50.
Yeah.
On Saturday.
So, we're going to go ahead and recap a little bit of week 4. It was an odd week of football this week, wasn't it?
Very strange. Very, very strange. People losing that ain't supposed to lose. People winning. And people winning by big margin.
Yeah. I mean...
Butt whoopings galore.
I mean, just looking at one of the games, Green Bay, Chicago. Well, we already know the history that Chicago, and since Jay Cutler's been to him,
they can't beat Green Bay.
They can't beat Green Bay.
Nope.
And and as you see, they
didn't beat Green Bay again.
And Aaron Rodgers handling the job pretty well. He said the week before, he told everybody on the radio show, relax. It's still a long season, and who knows what can happen as far as Green Bay, because Green Bay. So they did their job against them. So I mean, kudos to
Eddie Lacy finally scored a touchdown.
Finally, but he only had probably 40 some yards. I wanted.
He had 12 and a half yards.
Yeah, I mean,
and a touchdown.
He's still struggling. I don't know what's going on. If it's a sophomore slump, but right now I'm looking at his yards.
The Acura lineup has all the technology
he had
and
48
performance.
yards.
48 yards.
17 for 48.
So I was close.
But he had a touchdown.
He had a touchdown, but you expect him to be better, and I don't know what to think of his struggles right now. But you think with a struggling offensive line too, that
well, dude, look at everybody that's struggling. McCoy, he's struggling like crazy. Any team you look at with crappy offensive lines are the ones that are struggling. Even Pittsburgh, they seemed like they were running the ball very well, but Bell only had 63 yards rushing. Probably Blunt had 60-something as well.
Yeah.
But they have their dual threat running game is they got a two-headed monster, and I'm getting stuff flung at me.
So Steve Smith
went off
against his former team.
Went off
against Carolina, and he pretty much called a GM and said this was personal.
Went off,
and
it was funny.
What do you think about that whole situation? Because he seemed like he took it to heart that he got released by the Panthers.
Steve Smith's a douchebag anyway. Steve Smith is legit. He's known as a hothead, and even when they were talking about him there, he's known as a hothead, and he's known to play with a chip on his shoulder, and he's always known to be that way. So it didn't surprise me at all what he had to say about that. He's like, "You let go of me." Well, yeah, they're gonna let go of you, dude. You're old. You're proving them wrong. Good for you. Shut up about it and go play the game.
So you think the public relations actually be like, you know what? They cut me. I moved on. I'm with Baltimore.
But that's not the way he is. He's just a douche.
Steve Smith is proved to be reckless, huh?
Yeah, he's just my fantasy team thanks him because nobody else wanted to pick him up, except me. But he's a legit. Not a very nice dude. He
still is letting this go. I mean, because after they won, he is still talking about it.
Yes, because he's a douchebag. That's... look at me. He always wants that. Look at me. Shut up. Just shut up. Play the game. Be happy that you're still doing well, and let it go.
Yeah,
they let you go. You let them go.
You proved it on the field. You got 139 yards
and 2 touchdowns. So just let it go.
You proved it to him. So why need to keep talking?
Just shut up. Because he is say it with me, douchebag.
With a capital D, huh?
Yeah, he's not a very nice person.
Heck of a player still in his later years.
Yes, but he's playing with that chip on his shoulder now about it. Play with the chip on your shoulder, but shut up. Just go out and do the game, play the game, have fun, do whatever. You got named senior on your back now, so
which is odd.
Yeah, you're old. Look, you got the name senior on your back. You're old. Just be happy. Be happy that Baltimore gave you the chance to play and you were able to go out and prove yourself. That's what you should be doing. Thanking Baltimore for letting them play and thanking Carolina for letting you go to Baltimore and letting them play. That's simple as that. Instead, you're me. Shut up with the me.
Interesting. It's funny because Steve Smith is actually having a better season than Torrey Smith, who is the number one receiver on
Steve Smith's having a better season than Calvin Johnson, LaShawn McCoy. He's having a better season than all of these guys.
Oh, man. I'm telling you, it's pretty bad here. So, anything else stand to you about Week 4? I know we're just kind of going into general discussion and everything like that before we actually recap on some other things.
J.J. Watt has more touchdowns than Calvin Johnson so far this year.
Oh, man.
Could you even fathom that? J.J. Watt.
Well, J.J. Watt's got more touchdowns than the receiver on his team, right? Is what I heard. Andre Johnson ain't got a touchdown yet?
He has more than all those guys. Calvin Johnson's only caught one. He's gotten two.
Man, what's just a weird week. Talk about the Bucks.
It's a weird season.
Talk
and the
about
Buccaneers.
The Bucks was down, and they came back and win.
With my MVP, Glennon,
man. How the boy came through in the clutch.
Look.
What can you say about this?
Yeah, it was. I hope Pittsburgh plays that bad this week.
Antonio Brown said we lost to like the worst team in the NFL. He said that. I don't know what to do.
The funny part is watching the Steelers fans freak out,
and Mike Tomlin is looking more mad than usual, and he had to let crazy eyes going on at the
shows you how weird the Pittsburgh fans are because they calling from Mike Tomlin's head. This game was gift wrapped to him, which to a certain extent you can say that the game was gift wrapped to him, but you still got to go out there and stop them.
Yeah.
It wasn't really gift wrapped when they went right down the field on you. All you had to do was get one first down and you beat Tampa Bay. You couldn't even get the first down.
Well,
just saying.
Also to add to that as well is that they had a lot of penalties too as well.
There was a
ton of penalties, and
that means the game in Jacksonville was going to last 7 hours.
And then the week before, Tampa Bay got embarrassed on national TV. And so, I mean, you expect them as a professional, as someone in everyday life,
to play with some cojones.
Yeah, exactly. Just how they got.
Well,
really
they did. They played very well.
But they came back
well.
And they came out aggressive and.
Pittsburgh could have been up by a lot more than they were going down to it because Pittsburgh was dominating the game, but Tampa just wouldn't go away, and they'd stop them when they needed to stop them, and would come up with a play when they needed to come up with a play. So
the week before, because when McCown went down without injury, he was still non-committal to actually put Glenn and let him stay in the starting lineup. That kind of swayed a little bit this when he asked that question.
Yeah, he's going to stay now.
You think Glenn's going to be?
He has to. Remember what I said? Mm-hmm. You ride the hot hand until it completely messes up. McCown wasn't doing nothing.
He got your first win of the season
McCown wasn't doing
on the road.
McCown wasn't doing nothing for you when he was healthy.
Right.
As soon as he got hurt, you brought in the other guy. You stick with him until something goes bad.
Which they put up 27 against a competent team. Pittsburgh's. So, I mean, their defense is a little bit older, but their
defense is hurt.
Right.
Their defense has been annihilated by injuries that they've had to bring in people that were retired 18 days ago.
So, I mean, what can you say?
You ride the hot hand. Leave him in. Let him go. He did well last year. At the end of the year, you just let him play ball.
All right. We're going to say
and the Buccaneer fans want to keep him that way, so...
All right, we're going to say the Minnesota and Atlanta and San Diego and Jacksonville game because I want to talk about Bortles and Bridgewater. Okay. Let's move on to San Francisco and Philadelphia.
Where Philadelphia only scored on defense and special teams. No offense. Defense and special teams.
This is one San Francisco had to win, though, right?
Yeah, San Francisco needed it. Yeah, San Francisco definitely needed a win.
You're already chasing Arizona, who's undefeated in the division.
And
Seattle lost one.
And you're chasing Seattle. You know you're going to end up chasing Seattle.
So being 1-3 in that division right now doesn't cut it. So they had to win this game.
Yep.
Give them credit. They came out and win this game. And
even after giving up all them special teams and defense.
Yeah, this is what football is. Do you like the parody of this now? Because it's like, even though it's week 4.
I like the parody if my team was involved in it.
I agree. All right, Dallas and New Orleans.
Dallas whooped that ace.
DeMarco Murray.
DeMarco Murray is a beast. I said it on the last show.
He's a man among boys, right?
He's a beast. Right now, he's the best running back in football.
Yeah.
Right now, he is the best running back in football. And people brought up other names. No. He is the best running back in football right now. Bar none. No questions asked. That's it. He's a monster.
Do you want to try?
Hand the damn ball off.
So, definitely, you got to keep riding this guy and then initiate offense to him.
Especially their next game. Play Minnesota.
Yeah.
Who's one of the worst worst defenses against the rush. Give it to Murray.
Yeah.
Just keep giving it to him. Romo's still a little, with his back and everything, so let him go. Run some more.
So now if Philly lost and Dallas win, they're both tied
Dallas
for
has
first.
only lost one game.
So they're tied for first.
A lot less than I thought they would lose.
Yeah,
so far
I'm very surprised with Dallas right now. And with this division, that's still wide open.
But they're doing what they should have done last year and ran the ball.
Yeah.
Instead of getting Romo killed and throwing the ball 50 times a game, now they're running Murray. And it's a complete flip-flop of what they were doing last year. I think they watched the tape of last year, and they were like, well, why did we go away from the run? Now they're doing what they should have been doing all year last year.
You want to add what's going on with New Orleans?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with them. They tried to bring in people to improve their defense, and it didn't work. And they just Drew Brees looks out of sorts, but they just I don't know. And Drew Brees really don't look out of sorts. He's still throwing for 300 yards a game. It's just who knows.
I can't pinpoint what's wrong with them either.
Ryan. Anywhere Ryan goes.
Yeah, this is bad for them. They're 1-3, and they were one of my picks to actually make it to the NFC final game as far as the NFC title game this year, and I'm eating the bull on that one right now, and I don't know what to think of them. They're not looking real pretty, and this is a game I thought they would win. Again, I picked them. I picked Dallas to win, but I thought it'd be closer.
It was,
and yeah, I'm very surprised about this, and so. But like I said, it's still week 4. They're in the division.
Relax.
As he said, can you say that to Saints fans? Relax.
No, because they won't.
I mean, okay.
Actually, they'll relax more in New Orleans than they will in Green Bay.
Yeah, true.
New Orleans was used to losing for a long time. A long time. They'll be like, relax. Oh, okay, we relax. We take it easy. We eat some jambalaya and take it easy.
To think that
we go catch alligators. We keep it easy.
To say they had the same record as the Bucks, if you would have said that in the NFL season that they had the same record as the Bucks, I probably would have laughed.
Relax.
We'll laugh.
Relax.
And as Kevin said,
so does Carolina.
Carolina too.
All of them have the same record.
So Atlanta.
Who's leading that division? Atlanta.
Atlanta, who
with 2 games.
Oddly enough, last year
are they 500?
Bad.
They're 500 right now. I think Atlanta is. I think Atlanta's 2-2.
They should be 2-2. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't keep track of a lot of things.
Well, let's find.